What is up, Ninja? OJ over here from PlayerEssence, and welcome to my top 5 exclusives for the Nintendo Switch that I'm looking forward to the most in 2017. And we are at number 2, and that is Super Mario Odyssey for the Nintendo Switch. This game, what can you say about this, guys? What can you say about this game? It is just probably the most influential, the most innovative platformer that I have seen in a very long time. So let's start out with just the world. You have the new Donk City, a lot of Donkey Kong ties. We have Paulina running the show as the mayor, from damsel in distress to running the town. Yo, shout outs to promotions and upgrades and moving up in the world. The Super Mario Odyssey launching on October 27th, 2017. This game is going to be big time for Nintendo. I see big time sales, but why is this going to have big time sales? What makes this game reach number 2 on my list? Well, I'll tell you something right now. It is the silky smooth 60 frames per second, guys. There is nothing else that you can say when it comes to a platformer moving that smooth. The only game that I can remember as far as platformer where I didn't have an issue where it wasn't like at 60 frames per second was Super Mario Galaxy. That ran at 30, but it was just so smooth I could barely tell. But you can definitely tell once you played it, and then you play like a 60 frames per second like Super Mario 3D World, that yes, it's definitely moving at a slower clip, but that doesn't mean the game was not awesome, because Super Mario Galaxy was one of my favorite Mario games of all time. It's easily Super Mario Galaxy 2 is probably my favorite platformer of all time. Yo, and Super Mario Odyssey is channeling its inner Sunshine, its inner Mario 64, its inner Galaxy. There are so many different things with this game. You have the wide open world, right? You can travel anywhere in your space starship there. You can go around. There are 2D parts in the game. There are full 3D parts in the game. It's just everything. You can take your hat, you can throw it and possess people. You can possess bullet bills, and then you can roll around as a bullet bill. How freaking awesome is that? It's like Geist and Super Mario put together. In addition to a bunch of other games, you have different hats that grant you different powers. Nintendo really went all out with this game, and I think one of the biggest things for me with Super Mario Odyssey is just the controls, how it feels. People have talked about this game as far as the gameplay, and it is tight. The controls just feel great, and that's one of the things with platformers that you really need to make sure that you nail. When a platformer doesn't feel great to control, I have issues with it. Like, for example, like Little Big Planet. Great game in my opinion, but it always just felt floaty. It never felt like it was really that great to control. I've had similar issues with first-person platformers. Don't really like the first-person platform like Mirror's Edge. Never really been into those. Never felt like the controls were quite good enough for what they were trying to do. But Super Mario games, especially with Super Mario Odyssey, especially with Super Mario Galaxy, Super Mario 3D World, they always felt great to play because of the controls. I think Super Mario Galaxy to me felt like prime, perfect, and people are trying to put the comparisons, or at least people are making those comparisons between how the controls feel, but this time we have a smooth 60 frames per second. You have full directional control of Mario. I think Super Mario 3D World, it was like 8-way direction, not completely full analog direction. So with this one, you get the 60 frames per second of Super Mario 3D World, but then you get the adventure, you get the big open world, you get a lot of the stuff that you saw in Super Mario 64. This is the ultimate Super Mario game, and this could potentially be my favorite Mario game of all time. Now let's go into what my favorite Mario games of all time are. Well, I have 2 at the top of the list. Super Mario Galaxy, Super Mario Galaxy 2. Super Mario Galaxy 2 being that game. That game is just so great. And then I have to kind of separate it, but I'll put Super Mario Bros. 3 right there, because Super Mario Bros. 3 is still, to this day, a clinic in game design, a clinic in how to ramp up difficulty, a clinic in upgrades and power-ups, a clinic in just how to make a game great. From the level to the design to the secrets, everything in Super Mario Bros. 3 just screams perfection when it comes to 2D platformers, and more games should try to strive to be like it. Super Mario Galaxy 2 said, okay, we got a good game with Super Mario Galaxy 1, right? Alright, now let's make it an even better game. Let's make it doubly better. Super Mario Galaxy 2 is perfection in my opinion. I don't really think that there's much wrong with that game, and if there is, the only thing that I can think of is that the fact that it forces you to use motion controls, and some of the motion controls with some of the stuff necessarily aren't the best. I mean, obviously it's still good, it controls great, but I would have loved to be able to play it just normally as well, but that'd be the only complaint that I have. Now it's Super Mario Odyssey. We're gonna have some motion controlled stuff in the game, but it's definitely going to be optional. You'll be able to use a Pro Controller, although Nintendo says with the HD Rumble and everything, you probably want to use split Joy-Cons. So I'll be trying it out in a variety of modes, and that's another cool thing about Super Mario Odyssey. Supports the Nintendo Switch Pro Controller. You can play in the grip put together. You can play with split Joy-Cons. You can play in handheld mode. all of these games just have an added factor, like an added excitement to it, to a Nintendo franchise that's never been there before, because you can play in handheld mode. Like, think about it, like this is something that I think a lot of people have been waiting for, and I didn't know necessarily that I wanted until now at this point. I always thought that it was separate, right? Platforms that are portable, then you have your consoles. But with Super Mario Odyssey, with the Nintendo Switch, you're going to get both. You're going to be able to get your Super Mario 3D Land and your Super Mario 3D World into one. That's essentially what this is, and I couldn't be more excited for this game. Seriously, this is going to be an awesome experience with so many great levels, so many great secrets that they still haven't shown off. Launching in October. Man, it is coming fast, guys. It'll be here before you know it, and we're going to be saying, man, this is going to be a serious Game of the Year contender with The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Seriously, it's like that high up. Heck, it might even surpass it. We have to wait and see on that one, because Breath of the Wild did so many things innovative and unique. It looks like they're putting a lot of that time and effort they put into Legend of Zelda to changing the conventions into Super Mario Odyssey. So we'll have to wait and see on that one. But overall, I'm super excited. Let me know what you guys think about Super Mario Odyssey in the comment section below. Alright guys, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We've got Facebook, we've got Twitter. Go and give us a like and a follow on all of our social media. It really helps us spread the content of PlayerEssence across the interwebs in addition to YouTube. Also, make sure you check out our Patreon page. Pledge any tier, be entered in to win some awesome prizes. We even have $10 prize eShop tournaments for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Splatoon 2, ARMS, and so much more. Support PE Live and PE Arena right here on PlayerEssence. Also, make sure you hit that like button if you did like this video. Let me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to PlayerEssence for the latest news, reviews, discussions, and more. And make sure you check out my previous videos on this matter. I've got 3 other ones in addition to this one, so 4 total. And I will have the finale for you guys tomorrow, so make sure you tune in for that. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. We'll catch you for the next video. Peace.